So here we are back together now, and what a difference it makes when you clean up the tail end, get rid of the boat anchor right there, and you clean everything up. What a difference. So much better. Now, I guess I'll move to stuff that I could still do on my own, is turn signals. Now, there are only so many turn signals that are going to fit any different bike without having to do heavy modification. This is the generic kind of signals and whatever's out there. Some of it's bike specific, and you've seen those all over Amazon, AliExpress, or sometimes even other name brands. I wanted to try something that wasn't necessarily meant for this bike. I'm just going to see if I can make it work. So I got these things, a couple of options here. I'll use this one because it's already out of the box or the bag. So this, obviously, there's a connector, was not meant for a bike. I think this is actually meant for a Volkswagen Golf in Europe, where they have the side markers on the fender. Now, stays in place by this little thing once you put it in. So whether that would work here, and I don't even know if this will fit, not sure, or else I'll have to jimmy something up to make it kind of stay, if I like this, if I want to go this route. So I'd have to cut this connector off, use the kit that I previously showed to make my own little harness, or just put the clips on and then just plug it in, and then see how this looks. This is one option, so I'll see how that's going to turn out. Second option, and I'm kind of leaning towards these, is this. So basically, it's got a side-facing light, it's got a forward-facing light, be like this. It's got the thread, so once it threads into the back, it'll stay in place, so it doesn't use any type of clip like that does. Here is the backing for it. It's this right here. So this would actually go in place there, thread it through, then washer and a nut on the other side, and it'll just keep it in place. And obviously I'm leaning towards these. I just want to see how bright they are. I always, I want good looks and form, but I also want functionality. Now these look pretty good. So I'm going to try them both and then decide which way I'm going to go for the side markers. And then I'll show you I'll try to take a couple of vids maybe along the way, and then just show you the finished result. So I'm not going to go with these ones here. I'll do a little test with this 9-volt battery. All these are cool. They unfortunately don't offer a lot of light. It may look like that on camera, however, they are not as bright as these guys right here. This might be a little more difficult to try to get, but so I know it's not coming up very well on camera, but these ones are the way to go. It actually is fairly bright on both sides compared to the other ones. So I'm going to go ahead and put on my connectors, then connect it there, bolt it back up, and we'll see how it looks. Okay guys, so this is where we ended up. I had to make my own fashionable, as you see, wonderful aluminum bracket back there. This is what the light looks like installed. So now I'm just doing the wiring, and as you can see, using my fancy kit and the female leads, that's what it looks like. Now it's going to plug into here, but I got to put some, it's going to plug in there, but now I got to add some heat shrink just so they don't touch and either damage the bulb or blow a fuse or something. And then I'll be ready to put the fairing back on and test the lights and see how they look. Okay, so wires are done. That's the way it looks like. I'll have to clean it up a little more. And there's the lights. Alright guys, so it's a done deal. These ugly stock turn signals are off. We got the very small but very bright and effective turn signals from, believe it or not, AliExpress. Super inexpensive. The wiring on it, as usual, the gauge could have probably been a little better, but that's fine. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the turn signals on so we can see what it looks like. So this is the right turn signal. Here we go. The left turn signal. And it is done. So, I got a mess to clean up. What? Such is life. Disaster everywhere. But so far so good. Progress is coming along. Like I said, won't be able to work on this for the next few weeks. But when I return, hopefully I'm going to be able to get the bike to my friend's shop. And we could then start working on custom exhausts. And then go to the next step. And again, I'm still fiddling around with the idea for if I'm going to swap out the forks for 05 to 06 Gixxer, I think it was. That should be straight plug and play. So meaning I don't have to mess around with the top triple or anything like that. Just the ignition is in the same spot. No need to relocate. But I haven't decided yet. Or might just rebuild the calipers, change to braided lines, and then see how that works out. Keep the stock master and then do some testing, and if I'm happy with it, then I'll just keep it as is. And then next step is seeing if I could get the BST carbon fiber wheels. They're meant for the Desmo, but make them work on the TL. So that could be a big endeavor, but we'll see. Okay, till next time.